Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It is Friday, December the 22nd. A lot of folks kind of taking like today is their last day of the whole year to go to work.
Yes.
Because they get like Christmas vacation
Yeah,
and
isn't
stuff.
that nice? Wouldn't that be nice to do around here?
Some people get that, is what I'm saying. Not us, but some people. Today is National Date Nut Bread Day today. So there you go. That's a lot going on. Abilities Day, Mathematics Day, National Cookie Exchange Day, National Short Person Day, Snood Day, and Forefathers Day. So all of those things happening. And I'm excited for my guest. She could have absolutely been a movie star Monday. Susan Gallager is her name. She's been in several movies and television shows. She's on a show called Cobra Kai. You might have heard of that. She's also got a new movie out. It's called Mary Good Enough. And it's her and Joel Murray and several other people. It looks really, really funny. I'm excited to chat with Susan Gallager coming up.
Give yourself a little credit.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, but it can also be expensive. Are you still paying for last year's Christmas gifts? Maybe you need better credit cards. We'd love to help at bettercreditcards.com. Find a card that's a better fit for your needs. Some like cards with points or miles. Others just want a lower rate. Find what you're looking for at bettercreditcards.com.
Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. Interesting survey. Pet owners spend more on dogs than they do on cats at Christmas time. 2,000 pet owners found that kitties typically get about $24 worth of gifts. Pampered pooches get about $34 worth of puppy presents. Chew toys top the Christmas list for dogs this year, with many likely to get a new snuggly blanket of their own. Sometimes they get their own turkey dinner on the big day as well. People will make sure that they get something really good to eat. What do you think, Heidi? Is our dog going to eat better on Christmas?
She eats well every
She kinda does.
single day.
Cats are most likely to receive new toys and scratching posts under the tree. 1 in 3 pet owners said they will also be buying a stocking for their pet this year.
Our dog has
always
a stocking.
had that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we've always given our dogs forever so many gifts.
Yeah, they get presents. Probably more than the $34. They get more than I do. Wouldn't say that. I know that for sure. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
Do you cringe when you get your mobile phone bill? Mint Mobile can help. Just $15 a month for premium wireless. Give your family a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone to Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That is far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by GenesisGoldIRA.com. Heidi, did you know a gift-giving enthusiast known as the Gift Girl on TikTok has revealed 3 presents you should avoid getting for a woman? According to Leah, who is from Dallas, Texas, the gifts not to give any woman unless they specifically ask for them are, number 1, household cleaning supplies. So no vacuum
Who would
cleaner.
think that would be? Yeah, no,
none
is
of that
such
kind of
a
stuff.
bad idea.
Number 2, a scale or supplements or weight loss or anything to do with
such
that.
a bad idea.
And number 3, any kind of anti-aging skincare stuff.
Yeah.
If you'd like to follow the Gift Girl on TikTok, she says you should already know better tips that are given all the time. So I've got a link to her info here. I don't do the tic-tac thing, so I'm just taking their word for it. But I did read the story on the internet, and I agree with all 3, by the way. I think those are all things to steer clear of. We don't know everything, but now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com. Oompa Loompa Doopity Doo. Box office opening for Wonka is off to an okay start in North America. First weekend, they did $39 million. That is a film which carries a hefty $125 million production budget. So it's a prequel to the other films that people already seen. So if you haven't seen it, this is like what happened before the other movies.
Okay.
So, there you go.
I heard that there was one coming out. I have not seen a preview to it or anything.
I saw a trailer for it. Big update, TV adaptation of the iconic cult classic Cruel Intentions. Gossip Girl star Sarah Lee Smith has been added to the cast. So for those of you wondering who all is going to be involved, I've got a link with all the details. or a story rather, with all the details. And James Cameron reflected on the making of the Titanic, the most expensive film of its time, in an interview, talking about the film's 4K remastering home video release. And it sounds like it was quite the production. And it was, again, very, very, very expensive, but boy, it did well. And it was in theaters forever. Big screen, little screen, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com.
Give yourself a little credit.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, and it can also be expensive. Are you still paying for last year's Christmas gifts? Maybe you need better credit cards. We'd love to help at bettercreditcards.com. Find a card that's a better fit for your needs. Some like cards with points or miles. Others just want a lower rate. Find what you're looking for at bettercreditcards.com.
Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
Now, your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. Survey found that women spend over 13 hours looking for the perfect gift for their mate. Men spend about 4 hours, which sounds like a lot longer than I spend. 13 hours looking for the perfect gift. Do you think you spend that much time looking for me?
Well, we decided not to do anything this year, so
I
I
know.
haven't really spent any time.
Yeah, but does that sound normal? Usually you would spend 13 hours looking for me. I think that they're just shopping and they're calling it, I was looking for something for you that whole time. 4 hours for men, more like 5 minutes. I walk in the store and go, she likes this. I'll get her one of these. 62% of teens surveyed say they want a smartphone for Christmas. So there you go. And if you find yourself with a hangover this holiday season, walk it off. Researchers show that light exercise can help you through a, quote, day after the night before. But trying to sweat it out will have the opposite effect. 2020 study found that hungover participants experience significantly more exhaustion when performing physical activity at the same time as a non-hungover participant. No kidding. This also meant that your body is working hard to get rid of toxins, and intense movements add another chore to its to-do list, creating extra stress that your body probably won't be able to cope with well. So on the other hand, a walk in the fresh air or gentle stretching is good. But according to them, like if you're overdoing it, that's not good. So you following all this, Heidi?
I am following you.
All right. I have another idea. Avoid the hangover altogether. Don't overdo it. Wouldn't that be a better plan? I mean,
Yes.
in the perfect world. So I think that's really cool. If you'd like to read more of the details on any of this, I've got all of this in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Do you cringe when you get your mobile phone bill? Mint Mobile can help. Just $15 a month for premium wireless. Give your family a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone to Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That is far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show. Excited to visit with Susan Gallager. And you know her from Cobra Kai, from many other fun projects. But we've got a new one that's out. It's called Mary Good Enough. And this looks like a really fun film. And I see you're in it. Joel Murray's in it. There's a whole lot of fun folks in this. Let's talk a little bit about Mary Good Enough.
Okay, thanks so much for having me. Mary Good Enough is a dark comedy with humor, with heart, with love. And the writer, Caroline King, wanted it to be kind of a reverse Home Alone. But in this movie, the mom goes up missing, played by me. You know, it's real. It's about a real family with some dysfunction and struggles between the mother and the daughter and the siblings. And you know, the holiday season sometimes can bring on stress within families, but it's done with heart, and it'll make you laugh, it'll make you cry, and it's got a little something for everybody. So we've gotten great reviews. We had gotten 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, and Hollywood Reporter and Deadline.com both gave us great reviews. And what I'm talking about right then with the reviews, I'm starting to get a little confused, is Fast Charlie, which is out right now, starring Pierce Brosnan, that I'm in the late, great James Caan. So that dropped on December 8th on Video on Demand, and that has gotten fantastic reviews. But Mary Good Enough is going to get great reviews because everybody that's part of this project loves it and loved the writing and the characters. And it was a real labor of love. So if you love Christmas, you'll love Mary Good Enough. If you hate Christmas, you'll love Mary Good Enough.
I love that because that is the kind of the way this works. There are characters when you watch this that I'm pretty sure everybody everybody will probably be able to relate to. Sometimes you'll watch Christmas movies and you're like, in what universe is this a reality? When you watch this one, you're like, yep, that's from my universe.
Yes, I know. It was one of those projects that I just hated to leave and to pack her up and that whole family because it's so relatable. And, not everything is perfect with a nice red or pink bow on top. And I think it's nice to be able to see something that's a little bit relatable and cannot still make you laugh, right?
Absolutely. We've been talking about Mary Good Enough, but you have another film with Pierce Brosnan that just recently came out. What's the name of that movie?
That is Fast Charlie. We've been getting great reviews from Hollywood Reporter and Deadline.com, 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, and it also stars the late, great James Caan. So it's just such an honor to be part of his last project and, to work opposite of him and Pierce Brosnan.
And you've had a chance to work with some really fun people, like I said, in this other program, Mary Good Enough, Joel Murray, who I think is amazing, and then also Cobra Kai, the entire cast over at Cobra Kai. What was it like being a part of that crew? That's got to be a fun thing to be a part of.
Oh, my goodness. Playing homeless Lynn, that sassy, filthy bum. And being able to deliver the hilarious one-liners that the creators come up with has been an absolute blast. She, lives by her own rules and lives outside of the Cobra Kai dojo, so she kind of knows all, but brings some comic relief to Johnny Lawrence's life with some of her humor and her one-liners. And it's been such a blessing because I've met so many wonderful fans, and of course, a lot of them were fans of the Karate Kid movies, and they love to talk about the funny one-liners that Homeless Lynn has said, and they kind of develop a life of their own with hashtags, and people just comment all the time, and the fans have just been fantastic, and I just have loved being part of something so special to so many people.
And it's been so fun to watch that. When we very first saw that it was coming out, we were like, oh, hey, that's cool. We're fans of Karate Kid. And then you start watching it, and it brought not only fans of Karate Kid together, but also a whole new fan base. And there's a bunch of actors that we knew ahead of time, but then there's all these new young actors that we're meeting. And I just thought, what an amazing project. I think that turned out so well.
It has. And the big three, John Hurwitz, Josh Hield, and Hayden Foshberg, I think they're creative geniuses. The two of them are from Harold and Kumar movies, and then Josh Hield, of course, is from Hot Tub Time Machine. And so you have not only one person who is extremely talented, you have three. And these guys go back to college together and are dear, dear friends. And, it just makes for a winning series. And they've done justice to it because a lot of the Karate Kid fans were wondering, are they going to be able to really make this thing work with Cobra Kai? And I mean, they've been brilliant. And
they did.
I just loved it. Yeah. And we've got our final season coming up, and let's cross our burritos that Homeless Lynn will make an appearance in the last season of Cobra Kai, season 6, and have a little bit more to say to Johnny Lawrence.
Well, we'll be looking for you there, and also excited to see Mary Good Enough. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Again, Mary Good Enough. I'm going to throw a link to that and to the other film we talked about and Cobra Kai. It's all in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Give yourself a little credit.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, but it can also be expensive. Are you still paying for last year's Christmas gifts? Maybe you need better credit cards. We'd love to help at bettercreditcards.com. Find a card that's a better fit for your needs. Some like cards with points or miles. Others just want a lower rate. Find what you're looking for at bettercreditcards.com.
Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Jingle Bells was originally a Thanksgiving song. That's kind of cool. I never really thought about that. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Silent Night is the most recorded Christmas song, over 138,000 versions. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The real St. Nicholas was a wiry Greek-Turkish archbishop who lived in the sunny Mediterranean beach. So it's not quite what we think of at the North Pole. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The original Elf on the Shelf was in the 1970s, and his name was Fizbee, F-I-S-B-E-E.
Fizbee.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Rudolph was almost Rolo. Other reindeers' names that got changed around were Flossie, Glossy, Racer, Pacer, Scratcher, Feckless, Ready, Steady, and Fireball.
Okay.
Wow. That's kind of interesting. And our final... Why are we leaving on this? Our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The Germanic word for mistletoe literally means dung on a twig.
Okay.
Then why do we kiss under
That's
that?
bizarre.
Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Do you cringe when you get your mobile phone bill? Mint Mobile can help. Just $15 a month for premium wireless. Give your family a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone to Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That is far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com. Question for you, Heidi. Before the end of the year, the average person will say this 56 times. What is it?
Merry Christmas?
It is. Yeah, good job. Merry Christmas to you. Good job, Heidi. Nice. How'd you know that? Did you see my
It
notes?
wasn't a very difficult one.
I was going to have a tough one. Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com.
Give yourself a little credit.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, and it can also be expensive. Are you still paying for last year's Christmas gifts? Maybe you need better credit cards. We'd love to help at bettercreditcards.com. Find a card that's a better fit for your needs. Some like cards with points or miles. Others just want a lower rate. Find what you're looking for at bettercreditcards.com.
Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, a high-end restaurant in Chicago celebrating the 20th anniversary of the movie Elf by recreating the sugar coma-inducing pasta dish enjoyed by, that's kind of an interesting way to say it, the character that Will Ferrell played, Elf. He didn't really enjoy it at all. He said it was horrible.
Oh, he got so sick.
Miss Ricky's is an eatery located inside the Virgin Hotel. Again, it's in Chicago, selling a sweet surprise through December 31st. It's only $16, so it's not expensive, but it dares diners to order the mashup, which features sugar-coated spaghetti, vanilla ice cream, chocolate sauce, marshmallows, M&Ms, crunchy wafers, and maple syrup.
Yuck.
So this is
yuck. Yeah, he got very ill.
Yeah, when he was doing that, they had to do like retakes because they would do it and they're okay, let's do one more. And he's like, I can't do any more. This is killing me. Weird news. Brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. The year's most mispronounced words. We started this yesterday. We're going to wrap it up today. Kelsey, Kevin Kelsey, the last name of the guy that's dating Taylor Swift. And it's K-E-L-S-E-E, Kelsey, or Kels. You can also say you don't need to pronounce the E's. So there's two ways to pronounce his name. How about this? Iam Tongi, the stage name of Hawaiian William Tongi, who moved judges to tears on American Idol. It's actually Iam, not William. Iam, E-E-A-M, Iam Dongi is how you would say it. So I wasn't even close. Pajmophile, I'm not saying that right either. It's a word to describe plants that love sandy soil. Anyway, it was part of the spelling bee this year, and the way you officially pronounce it is Samophile. I wasn't even close. How about the guy running for president, Vivek Ramaswamy?
Oh, yeah. Everybody just calls him Vivek.
Yeah, his name was horribly mispronounced by Donna Brazil, and then it was made fun of on Real Time with Bill Maher. It's Vivek Ramaswamy is how you say it. And there's a few more on the list. If you want to read them, it's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Do you cringe when you get your mobile phone bill? Mint Mobile can help. Just $15 a month for premium wireless. Give your family a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone to Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That is far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. Our quote today is from Robin Williams, who famously said, "Why do they call it rush hour when nothing moves?"
That's a very good question.
It's because we are all in a rush to get somewhere.
Everybody's in a rush.
And
That's
it takes an
right.
hour
Which
to
is
move
how
a few
accidents
minutes.
happen.
Yeah, sadly. Quote of the day comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Friday.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with some good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way, courtesy of GenesisGoldIRA.com. And I think this is a pretty cool story. Firefighters rescue an elf on the shelf that, quote-unquote, died in an accident. This is from Virginia. So, in a twist of holiday magic, Roanoke County firefighters transformed a potential disaster into a heartwarming lesson on fire prevention thanks to an adventurous elf on the shelf. So this elf, they had to respond to a residential structure fire in Roanoke. The firefighters discovered no flames but encountered smoke in a dining room. To their surprise, the source was none other than an elf on the shelf that was stranded on a light. Liam's first words were, "Elfie died." And I said, "Oh my gosh, he did," said Mommy, Lindsay Young.
Yikes.
The elf on a mission to find a vantage point to become marooned next to a heat-emitted light. So it was up by this light, but
You showed me the picture.
Yeah,
of this.
he's
This
burned
is
up
pretty
good.
Funny.
Elfie didn't die. Firefighters borrowed some of Santa's magic and revived him. Units on the scene were able to rescue the elf and provide critical care. The elf chose to return to the North Pole while he recovered, the department wrote on the Facebook post. Before he left, the elf left behind a poignant message of fire prevention for everybody. He said, "Be respectful of all lights. Both burning flames and shining lights emit heat. It's far too hot for our skin. As you keep a watchful eye on your assessment during Christmas time, please follow Roanoke County Fire and Rescue Prevention guidelines to keep you safe from harm." That's what the elf said? Wow. Anyway, that was on the post. But then
The very eloquent elf.
it was such a great thing. And there was a nice little note here from the North Pole. Somebody named Matt. My name is Watt. I'm sorry. Watt sent it, not Matt. I think it was supposed to be Wyatt. I don't know. Anyway, they got a note from the North Pole, and everything's going to be good. And when it's all said and done, it was a cute thing that could have been a disaster because this elf was climbing up on the chandelier and caught himself on fire. Could have caught the house on fire. So they're saying we can use this as a teaching moment.
I think that was just a parent that got sick of doing the whole elf thing and thought, hey, this is the way to
Heidi.
off the elf.
These elves climb up there on their own. Come on. No parents were involved in this.
That is true. I forgot.
So anyway, it ended very, very well. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.